Well, howdy, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we have with us the Reverend Peter McNabb with First United Methodist Church in Sulphur Springs, as we often do, and also Father, not doctor, I always want to put a doctor in front of you guys' names.
Not yet.
Father Victor Hernandez with St. James Catholic Church in Sulphur Springs. So Lent, the season of Lent leading up to Easter, is upon us. And as this will be heard on KSST, it is Ash Wednesday, and both of you have big plans and a major schedule of events taking place on Ash Wednesday. So Peter, we'll start with you, and then we'll go to Father Victor.
Sure. Ash Wednesday is an opportunity for us to begin to prepare our hearts for the season of Lent that leads up to the Passion Week of Christ, the Easter week that we have. And it's also a great time for two things, I would say. One is reminding us of our own mortality. That sounds kind of depressing, but it's true. We're only here a limited time on earth, and we need to be reminded of that. And the ashes, the expression ashes to ashes, dust to dust can help us with that. And the second thing is it calls us to believe the gospel. If the time's limited, the time to believe the gospel is now. It's to believe that. So as I'll impose the ashes on the foreheads of people or tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for our worship service, or Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, at Ash Wednesday, I'll say, remember your own mortality and believe the gospel. Those are the two most important things. And so we're also going to have a service, not service, but really a time of ashes at 11:30 tomorrow during our dinner bell lunch that we have for the community. So it's at 11:30 in the fellowship hall.
11:30 Wednesday.
Wednesday, correct. Ash Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah.
Ash
right.
Wednesday.
So at the Ash Wednesday, the meaning of the ashes literally has to do with mortality. Then.
Exactly. In fact, as Pastor Pete rightly says, one of the phrases that is repeated when people come forward to receive the ashes on their forehead is, "Remember, you are dust, and unto dust you shall return." Or the other common phrase is, "Repent and believe in the gospel."
Yes,
Because the moment is now. The two are related. You are dust, so don't get too crazy. Don't get too comfy in this world, because sooner or later your beautiful body is going to decay and it's going to go back to the earth, to dust, and your soul will continue to heaven. And repent and believe in the gospel is the way to say the time for transformation, the time for conversion is now.
Yes.
Adhere your life to the teachings, or conform your life to the teachings of the gospel.
Father Victor, what are the events at St. James on Wednesday?
Oh, well, on Ash Wednesday we're going to have 5 celebrations. We're going to have 6:30 a.m. Mass, 8:30 a.m. Mass, 12 noon Mass or distribution of ashes, 5:30 p.m. Mass, and 7 p.m. Mass. Yes.
That's awesome.
You priests work hard.
He's really.
You really do. But I must say, I've always found that to be true. So we give up. The idea is we give up something during Lent. I think, Peter, would you agree that Protestants are more conscious of this now than they were a generation or so ago?
I think more when I was growing up, we didn't talk about it as much. It seems like it's more now.
Yeah.
I think we're borrowing that habit more from the Catholic Church and understanding also of Ash Wednesday, and also the idea that, and what I encourage our congregation to say is, it's not just giving something up, but taking something on. Taking on some act of service or giving, some habit, formation of our soul. It's very important, I think, to both hands, both the giving something up and taking something on. Makes a difference.
Well, the traditional approach, as Pastor P has said, is been, to give up something. Pope Francis has been good into both, giving up or taking on. But the original exercise, the giving up part, had to do with what the gospel says. You know, there's more joy in giving than in receiving, and it means also that you should abstain from certain things, you know, with the joy of knowing that this is going to help you strengthen your character, hopefully become a better human being, so that you may be able to control your actions, your reactions.
When we before we turned the mics on and the camera on, you gave a great explanation of that, and you did just now as well. But that's part of what the idea is to give up things that are relatively easy to give up, to make you stronger in terms of giving up things that are harder, perhaps, to give up.
Well, remember, everything that we do is a reflection, or should be a reflection of what's going on in our hearts. So when you say, I'm going to give up meat, for instance, on throughout the Fridays of Lent, it means not that you're going to stop eating meat in order to go and have a nice fish, you know. In fact, fish is more expensive than meat, you know, than beef, sometimes. Well, the whole idea is that I am showing myself, because God already knows us. God already knows what we are capable of. It's proving myself that I am able to give up a nice, beautiful, delicious steak, you know, that could be set before me as a way to prepare and strengthen my character and say, you know, one day when I'm tempted with, we could use vices, for instance, you know, gambling, or we could use pornography or drugs. I'm going to be able to show myself or remind myself that, yes, I am capable, you know, I'm strong enough. So in other words, this Lent could be, and I'm going to use the analogy of the gym, you know, is this gym where you go and train and train and train in order to strengthen and build up your character, your spirit, so that throughout the liturgical year and throughout your life, you're going to be able to have the character to say no to certain things that you know are not good for your soul.
Well, people can look on your website or Facebook page or what have you to check on those times for the events that you're having for Ash Wednesday. Again, we're out of time. Another time I want to talk to you about your new recreational activities that you're doing.
I think we're going to plug this fish fry, right?
Fish fry, right. Every Friday
throughout Lent from 5 to 7. The Knights of Columbus are doing a great job. You know, they have known for years to do and prepare a good fish fry, and everybody's welcome to come.
I went last year. It's amazing. You all need to come to this fish fry. It's like 5 or 6, I guess, Friday nights that you'll have it. Yeah. So
it's
throughout Lent. Yeah, starting this Friday.
Through the period of Lent.
Through Lent, yes.
Great, from 5 to 7.
It's from March 7 to April to the Friday before Good Friday.
Sure. At 297 Texas Street is the address. Thanks for reminding me about that. Very good. The Reverend Peter McNabb, First United Methodist Church, and Father Victor Hernandez, St. James Catholic Church, having a second cup of coffee with us. I'm John Mark Dempsey. This is KSST.